couple of years back, I had a bad reaction to some cheap hair dye, and it unfortunately put me in the hospital. My friends had asked me to seek legal action, but I didn't, okay? And I kind of wish that I knew of companies like Morgan & Morgan. When you're injured, you deserve compensation, and the size of the law firm matters. Morgan & Morgan is one of America's largest personal injury firms with over 800 lawyers and over 100 offices nationwide. And the best part is Morgan & Morgan is completely free, unless they win your case, of course. Over 3 million people currently trust Morgan & Morgan, and getting started is super easy. Just check out the links in the comments section for more information now. Orlando Brown was recently arrested on domestic violence charges, okay, involving his brother. So apparently he was living with his brother in Ohio. And as he was living with his brother, give me 1 second here, I was trying to pull up. As he was living with his brother, apparently he became crazy, accusing him of R-ing his wife, okay, violating his wife, which is the R word, okay, and came at him with a broken off knife blade and hammer. He wasn't able to strike his sibling and eventually put down the weapons and 911 responded to a call at the home, and basically he was taken in on a misdemeanor domestic violence charge. Let me tell you something. Orlando Brown, I believe, due to all of the severe overconsumption of drugs, this has led to his brain misfiring, okay? Because he was having some delusions through our interview, and I was just appalled at how much y'all are saying how conscious he is. Oh, this is conscious. This ain't no conspiracy theory. What he's saying, Kevin Hart is a clone, like all of this stuff. And he was telling me at one time that Raven was standing over there beside me, and I went to look, and he was like, she's right there. And I said, but Jasmine is right there. And he goes, and I was like, what the just happened? You know what I'm saying? And then when he gets to the studio, he makes himself at home. He got some reefer in his pocket. Not weed, reefer, the old school shit. He could have put anything in there. He smoked before the interview and he smoked after. And we bought him a plate of oxtails and had to ask him to leave, okay, after we fed him the plate of oxtails, okay? He just made himself at home, kicked his feet up on our furniture, you know what I'm saying, left shoe prints on my furniture and shit like that. But I'm going to tell you, in that conversation, he told me, I was like, why are you always traveling but you never with your wife, but you talk about your wife? He was like, well, I can't live with my wife right now. She don't want to live with me. And I said, why? He said, because I occasionally have hit her. And I'm like, well, why are you hitting her? I don't know. I just get angry. And I can't explain it. And so he has a wife and a child somewhere in Texas, okay, in some small town, in one of them sundown towns, and she done sent his ass packing, okay? And so the reason he was staying with his brother is because he is homeless, because he can't go to the wife. Out of his own mouth told me that he beats the wife. And I'm like, well, why would you beat the wife if she helped to save your life? Like if she helped to help you to get off meth and things like that. He's like, I don't know. I just lose my mind. So this is not funny, okay? This is not Hollywood doing this to him. There are plenty of children that have grown up in Hollywood that hasn't turned out like this. I think he lives in a state of mind where he likes to blame everyone else for his own issues. But at the end of the day, Orlando just like getting high. That's it. He just likes getting high. Drugs don't hit the same. Some people are happy highs. Some people have low highs. Some people have violent highs. He, to me, is a violent high. Okay? His father's in good shape. His mother is in good shape. They want nothing to do with him. So the brother gave him a place to stay. And what does he do? What does he do? He acts like the crackhead that he will forever be. Okay? Until he gets some type of mental health help and addiction help, he will forever be a danger to others and himself, okay? So keep Orlando in your prayers, all right? And send a couple prayers for his wife, too, because she a single mom right now, and she still got to read about this and deal with this because she got a child by him, okay? Moving on. Whew! I hope y'all enjoyed the show so far. We're going to get to Tori. I know that's why y'all here. I know that's why y'all are here. Remember, we are headed to TashaKLive.com, our private site, after this show for the second rendition of the show. We're doing 2 shows, okay? We're supposed to be doing 3. I said 3. 3. Well, we doing too today? Careasha, please. Now that's how Oprah does it. I'm proud of her. I am very proud of her, all except one thing. She broke the internet. She capitalized when she was supposed to before the story died down, got in the search engine with that Diddy shit and used it to her advantage. She made some money and she made her poppy some money because they were just taking shot after shot of De Leon and G Herbo, which makes her residual, her residual payout big at the hands of being embarrassed. Now, I don't believe, that she knew about that baby. She took too long to answer. I don't believe she knew that. I believe she just told us what she wanted us to hear. And if she did know, she wouldn't have put all that energy that she put into on the internet trying to defend, what this baby at hand and all the other women that came out after the baby came out to show that she wasn't the only one, because she was the only one. Let me tell you something. This is a brand. This is a brandmanship. This is a relationship for Diddy. This is for Diddy to keep relevant. Careasha is the culture. She captures the younger audience. They like this. And I love how I was able to watch the whole interview and she didn't use that word like one time. One time. One time. I said, she is taking notes. She is taking, when you want to get out here and you want to get Oprah's spot, you got to think like her. You got to be like her. Okay? I loved it. It was absolute shit. I said, this is marketing. Oh, when I see a good marketing plan, it just makes me all aroused and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But that's the only thing I didn't agree on. And I wanted to know, too, if she knew that Diddy was still hitting Lori. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna be tuned in for the next Who Ain't Afraid of the Smoke, okay? And congratulations, but don't come out here lying talking about you knew about that baby after you done had Diddy take to the internet to give a whole speech on you not being a side chick and a special person that specially advertises his brand through the use of his network and his liquor, and all of the connections that he has. So he is going to allow you to be the face, the main girl of the relationship, but you will never be the only one, and he will never, ever, ever make a baby out of love, And that whole thing about her still hitting Southside, she ain't been to the South. Listen, she live in the South, but she ain't in the South, She on the West Coast fucking, She ain't hitting Southside. Don't believe that. At all. She probably called him and asked him, Southside, you mind if I tell them that like you my sneaky lane? I'm trying to get like out of my Is it vocabulary? Okay. I'm trying to get like out of my vocab. So you mind if I say that? And then if they ask you, if any publications call you and ask you, you gonna tell them yeah? You gonna tell them yeah? Okay, I bet. Moving on. Listen.